Assalamu alaikum everyone, hope you guys are doing well. So today I'm going to talk about a question that I'm mostly asked, and it's about my transformation to a girl who started covering her head and who started wearing these open clothes instead of tight jeans, and what's the reason behind that, and did I face something? When I used to go through the YouTube videos and the blogs about people, transforming and converting into Islam and being a Muslim. So they used to, say that people ask us how it happened, and I used to wonder that why would people ask, but now I realize how people love interrupting and being so shocked about your changes, and then either they encourage you or they discourage you, and the discouraging part is really sad, and it happens a lot. This video is for all those who undergo transformation, or for all those who want to undergo transformation but they can't because of the fears from the social circus around, or that they won't have the stamina to carry on with it for long or for good. So this is for all of those people. Now why did I transform? Because I did perform salah on a regular basis. It's been like 3-4 years, mashallah, and I didn't have peace in my life. I still didn't have peace, and things were messing up, and I really didn't know what to expect from anyone or from any kind of situation, because I had this faith that yes, Allah is there to support me, but I wasn't sure if He really has the time to support me as an individual only, and or if I am having an amount of good deeds that He can just come and bless me with His support and mercy. So these were some of the questions that used to knock me a lot of times. And because I didn't have peace, I started searching for what am I not doing, because I'm not doing as many wrong things that so many people do, and still if I'm not able to find peace in my life unlike others, so there must be some reason behind it. And I started listening to some lectures, and they really opened my eyes. Anwar al-Waqi was the one who really made me differentiate between what's right and what's wrong, and the things that were so right according to me were actually so wrong according to Islam. And that's how I started the manipulation inside me. And the best thing about it is that when you yourself study something because you want to study about it, you gain more knowledge as compared to those people who already have a knowledge and they think that that knowledge is enough for them. So I was the one who wasn't actually sitting there thinking that I have been given this knowledge from my parents, from my ancestors, from the surroundings, so that's enough for me. No, I was trying to find the more bitter truth actually from the Islamic knowledge, and that was totally against the life that I was leading. And I'm still a lot the same. I still have friends, I still go out, I still smile and laugh, and I still wear the good clothes, and I still shop a lot, but the major difference is that I am doing all this in a limitation I'm prescribed for, and that is what actually matters. And this is actually a good deed. If you're not fair to yourself, you do not have any right to expect from others that they're going to be fair with you, because if you are fair to yourself, you would really want to see yourself in Jannah, in the hereafter, and instead of burning in the hellfire. So that was something that caught my attention, thinking about, is this life, are these problems temporary, are they going to last long, or is the next life far better? And that's when I started listening to more of the people around, and no way, all these people are not wrong. They are more knowledgeable about Islam, and yes, there are huge numerous numbers of misconceptions out there. And the best thing about being righteous is that you when you listen to people, and when you study Quran, when you study the authentic hadiths, you know that the people you're listening to are also giving you the right knowledge, and you're not being misguided somehow. So that's really important for those people who want to transform into being a good Muslim, and who want to give their deeds, their iman, their salah more time of the day instead of the worldly matters. And the changes that I have seen are incredible. The amount of the oppression upon me due to social issues has reduced from 100 to 30%, and the way I deal with people is more beautiful now, the way I think is more positive now, and the way that the people treat me, either it's negative or positive, the response they get from me is always positive. And that's what forces me to study more about Islam and to be a more righteous person than yesterday. And now the people around me, they don't matter much, because all I want to do is be good to them when they talk to me, else I don't talk to them, they don't talk to me. So this is something that is a good thing, because bickering all the time and murmuring all the time, mourning all the time, this is not something that the ethical world asks us to do. And when Allah says that there is a hell lot of difference between a knowledgeable person and an illiterate person, I used to think that it's about those who get education from the textbooks and they get good jobs and they have more knowledge as compared to the others who are illiterate. But here he's actually talking about those who are knowledgeable about the deen, that is Islam. And most of us nowadays are not much knowledgeable, and there have been so many issues of life that we have been misguided about, and we lead life according to those concepts that were handed over to us from our ancestors, whereas they have no Islamic roots whatsoever. And I'm really happy to know about those things, to know about the realities, to know about the true essence of Islam. And that's it. That's how I transformed, and that's how it just took me 2 days, and now I can say that yes, the real Muslim in me was born 2 months back, alhamdulillah, and I'm really proud of it. Now for those people, a lot of us who transform into being someone who's a little bit called alien from some other world, you were so cool, you were so hanky-panky kind of person, and then you're just a very silent, very humble person who's covering herself up and who's not backbiting. So people, the magnetism starts to collapse, and that's what happened with me. I lost most of my people, thinking they had this thought that I'm a boring person now, that and when I'll be back to Pakistan, most of the people would be like, should we sit with Afsha or not, if she'll mind something, if we'll mind something, if she'll start discussing about Islam and we'll get bored about it. So this is some some of the thoughts that a lot of people told me seriously, and they tried so much to discourage me, and with their thoughts that this is not Islam. Islam allows you to be open, Islam allows you to enjoy life. So yes, I am enjoying life. Maybe I am going to have coffee outside, so that's why I'm getting ready. I got ready. So I still celebrate birthdays, even though in Islam there are so many fatwas about not celebrating birthdays, and I still go out and do things that I love. I still go out shopping. Yeah, there are some things like I don't listen to music anymore. I cover my head in front of men now, even if I try to cover them in front of my brothers as well. So it's like there are certain things that are to be followed, and if someone doesn't want that in their lives, you don't have any right tell the other person not to do that, because when I am, recording YouTube videos, when I'm trying to spread some knowledge, I'm not inboxing every single person that please do that. I'm doing it on a general basis, for the general community out there. And similarly, you can't just go out and tell people not to do something which is actually right, because you have a fear that tomorrow they'll be pinpointing at you that you don't do it. No one's going to do that. Islam doesn't allow oppression in that way. So for all of those who want to transform, never ever take the bad things from people. Always take good from people. Respond them in a good way. If someone asks you not to cover your head, just say okay, and do what actually is right for you. Do cover your head if you think it's the right thing. If you think listening to music is not good in Islam, do it if you want it. And believe me, when people say that it's difficult to change, actually they're very wrong. I was a coffee addict, and it's been 2 months I'm not having coffee, even though it's allowed in Islam, but I'm not having it because of the health issues. And I couldn't ever imagine that I would quit coffee. I couldn't even ever imagine that I'll stop wearing jeans and for outside purposes, and I'll ever tie up my hair and cover my head like this, like a Turkish person outside. And my father most of the time says that you look like a Turkish now. And there are so many changes in life. You get angry at your siblings, at your parents sometimes. You used to say bad things, but now you're like humble and quiet, and you inside murmur that no, I'm not going to say anything, I'm not going to say anything. And you're saying Auzubillah minash shaitanir rajim all the time. The time you eat, you start with Bismillah. There are so many little changes that bring so much peace and happiness in your life that was never there before. And that's actually what happened with me, and I'm proud of it. And I hope that whoever does transform, they'll definitely go through a lot of difficulties, but they'll manage, inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would help them. Allah would always help you. And there's a lot of difference between a person who performs salah, who performs good deeds, not having the knowledge about their righteousness, not having the vast knowledge about Islam, and a person who performs them with knowledge. There's a lot of difference between these two people, and that is the difference between a jahil and a person who's knowledgeable in Quran as well. It's not about the worldly knowledge or the knowledge about iPads and iPhones and computers and science. It's the knowledge actually about the Deen Islam, which itself is very scientific, very mathematical, very very the literature is so poetic, so it has every worldly subject in it itself. I hope that this video helps, and I hope that it really answered all of those curious people out there who have been trying to know what actually got me into transformation. Thank you.